Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to the Sunless Sea. We're at the northern edge of the map, at the Avid Horizon. Now our goal is to head just a little bit easterly and get to Mount Palmerston. You'll recall that the last time we were at the Avid Horizon, way back, we were then assaulted by Mount Nomad. We are hoping to avoid that. We are truly hoping that he does not find us, or it does not find us. Or she, I'm not sure how that mountain identifies itself. Or even if it does, because it's a mountain. It can do whatever the hell it wants. Now, our goal for going to Mount Palmerston is really just to pick up the Zoop, because it's worth 1,000 echoes way back at good old London. After that, we're going to head south of Garter's Morn, or southeast of Garter's Morn, and try to get our hands on Visage. By getting our hands on Visage, I mean just, finding it. Because that's where our father's bones supposedly are. Or at least their last location. Hey, I didn't realize we hadn't discovered Mount Palmerston. I'm confused by this, but very well. Zaylor's praying. This is not the place for prayer, gentlemen. This is a place where devils lie, and oh, I thought we would miss you. Oh, you. That music. Ah. Well, let's go to the shops. Malbolge Excavations to get 6 units of soup. Perfect. And that is just barely all the cargo space we have. You know what, come to think of it, we're going to sell some supplies. They don't need to be eating, but we do need extra fuel. And it's cheap here, so much the better. Ambiguous Eolith. Huh. Intriguing. No, we won't be purchasing anything else there. We will, however, be visiting. Oh. Had I known. I probably should have remembered that. But so be it. We will dig among the ruins. Perhaps the villagers left valuables behind. You'd pick over their remains to see what you might find, you ghoul. I think we will. Oh. Interesting. A cellar full of bones. How many of them died down here? You could bury them in the ash, but they're so choked and jumbled, you might as well leave them here below. The whole island is the unholiest imaginable ground anyway. At least you have souvenirs, 3 grinning skulls, and a carven crooked cross. So, about that brimstone convention. Yeah, maybe it's good for us, but maybe it isn't. We can explore. Tangles of thorn scrub climb the rocky slopes of the volcano. The Z opens out beneath a high cliff. Oh. A high place. The Z is like a rippled... Sorry, let me try that again. The Z like a rippled sheet of night green jade. The roof of the neath above bellied with stalactites and pricked with false star. Look out across the water. What are you thinking of? Your future? You could pray to a god. All the wide Black Sea, where does it end? Well, we could think on our past. As a scholar, the years before you came to Z, studying time, blood, and starlight. The joy of knowledge, the shame of mockery. Climb higher, see farther. You understand more every day. The Neath is full of secrets. You can't learn them all, but you can learn... You can't learn them all, but you can learn more than anyone living. Interesting, that gave us 5 mirrors. Kinda cool. Oh, that doesn't let us... So we can't do both. We can't both dig around Mount Palmerston and go to the crater. Unless maybe... No. Well, that's somewhat unfortunate. Oh well. Let's head on south. What are we gonna stop by on the way? Could run at Khan's Glory. In fact, a moment, please. Let me think. We stop by Khan's Glory, go to Godfall, and then press on to Guider's Mourn? I think that sounds reasonable. Nope. Clear. No battle. Nothing to fight out here. We're already at 50 terror, which is kind of unideal. But I think we have a plan. I think that we have a plan. Maybe even one we can actually, go through with. And who knows what we might find to the west. Hello. You look like a thing. The Ragged Crow is some distance to the east. We enter Stormbones. St. Elegius sends his fire to dance in the air. On deck, very far away, we see the great light of the Ragged Crow. Hello. That old fury. A sailor has run mad. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing comrades to deck. She cries, he is angry. Oh, is he angry? Could try to talk her down, capture her alive, or, alternatively, just shoot her. Yeah. What did you think I was gonna do? A bitter end. Your sailor's weapons roar, and down she goes. You recite a hasty funeral for the poor soul and her wretched victim, but who will be next? Not me. I'll tell you that much. So, what's the deal with this Storm Crow? The Ragged Crow. Don't know where... Well, I know where we got Storm Crow from. Okay, so that's the Ragged Crow. Any place for me to dock at? Maybe? It's kind of cool. It's like it's electric light instead of, gas light, like the other lamps. No, doesn't... I was gonna say, maybe the light has some special effect on us, but no, it doesn't seem to. Just a little neat place. And no islands further this way, so, onward! Onward to the Carnate. Good sailing music. Frostfound to the east. Oh. You keep distracting me with fun things. We could go there. Let's check out the name on that whirlpool. But we'll go there. Won't actually go into Frostfound, ideally. Because, again, terror, always an issue. But we could resolve the issues with our friend. The sigil-ridden navigator. See what he's doing. See who cursed him with the sigil, and why. Ideally we'd find out both, but I'm told we'll only find out one. I say told, it was revealed to us by the, delightful monks at the Chapel of Lights, who I'm not entirely willing to trust. Many things to discover around Frostfound, not many of which I'm going to discover just for sake of fuel. Not even the Tower of Bright. Frostfound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. Oh, we can bring on a tireless mechanic. For 20 echoes, I mean, why not? The tireless mechanic has had enough of Frostfound. He smiles at you over his spectacles, teeth chattering. So glad to see a ship at last. Ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines like my own children. Not that I have children, too busy. Usually busy. Of course, sir. Welcome aboard. Spot of rust, soon see to that. You there, help me with this spot of rust. No, back there. Let's ask about the navigator's sigil. A plucky researcher recognizes it. I know it well, I can show you, but the way isn't easy. I'll not take anyone frail. You'll need ropes, crampons, skins, tents, and I'll want paying, of course. My bursary is wearing rather thin. 5 supplies, you say? Is there a shop? No. Create a report while I think. Not all are Iremi or Withern. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad rubbery man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. Intriguing, but... Very well. Did that destroy all our supplies? It did. Oh well. Well, almost never remembered. He didn't exaggerate. The ice is slick as an oiled mirror. You need pythons and spiked boots to navigate the slopes, and a misplaced foot will send great chunks of it thundering into the thirsty sea. The air bites like a bound shark. Your face is numb, your fingers stiff, your throat raw. The climb takes you around a sheer white cliff, the waters below swimming with shards of razored ice. At last a frozen ledge. A vertical sheet of ice rises before you, reflective as a conjurer's glass. Engraved upon it, 20 feet high, is the navigator's sigil. Impressive, isn't it? The researcher says, dropping his pack. It's one of the old accords between Wither and Irem. It means almost never remembered. Your navigator approaches it warily. The sigil on his temple sparks with blue fire. He reaches out, his fingers touching those of his reflection in the ice, and his reflection lunges forward, whispering something in his ear. The navigator crumples into the snow. Oh, the plucky researcher says. Damn, we're gonna have a devil of a time getting him back to the ship. You do, but you manage it. Back in your cozy cabin, you imbibe mulled rum. Will you ever be warm again? That's all for now. Well, I would speak to him. Speak to him now. Unfortunately, it will have to wait. How very unfortunate. But we could increase our mirrors a tad. Just a bit. And... hello, we discovered tortoise. When did we do that? Oh, just part of Khan's... Well. Well. Suppose we've discovered more bits of the Carnate. Delightful. They're the new Carnate, you say? I've only ever known them as the Carnate, though. They'll keep to that name. Whether they want it or not. Khan's glory. I have coffee for you guys! I would also really like to buy supplies from you, but although your prices are quite exorbitant, perhaps not. Dock. A gift for the leopard. The royal clan of the Khan. The Khan himself has a notorious weakness for coffee, and his court follows suit. I was afraid of that. A long afternoon, you meet with an effusive official in a room of blue glass and pierced porcelain. You supply the customary compliments and courtesies, while he nods complacently. Finally, you present a sample of the coffee. The official comes suddenly awake, inhales the scent of the coffee, glances regretfully at the porcelain screen behind him. A watcher. He bows to you 3 times and sends you on your way. So we'll have to do this another 4 times. Oh, delightful. Harumph. Well, we can cruise past the clan palaces. The clan palaces? Really. And then we turned back. Carnate gunboat passes the harbor mouth twice. An officer in a red and gold uniform scrutinizes you through a spyglass. Best save it for another time. Well. So we will starve for a short while, and then eventually... well... Actually, are there any places within range? Port Cecil, Polythreme. Godfall's our best shot, I suppose. Stop by Nubmitted, just for the port report. Maybe keep the lights out for a little bit. We can encourage them. This isn't the time for rousing speeches, but a quiet word here and there will help. Heh. Well, success, I suppose. Success is always nice. It is. Oh, and we'll shrink you guys down a little bit for now. Continues to send out the bat. Hope for something better. I would love to know what these not oracles are. Are they maybe something to do with the lily pads? Well, I suppose they could be, but I wouldn't know how they could relate. Honestly, don't know much about lily pads at all. It's not something that really came up. And again, eyeless dolphins, luminescent. That's not what a dolphin's like. I've seen dolphins, admittedly only in an aquarium, but they aren't luminescent. And again, I have to rely on the map. I'm somewhat not a fan of that. It would be nice if you could just say, where's the nearest port? And they would send a bat out to find it. Well. Turn off the lights, conserve a little bit of fuel. Rebellious murmurs. Plates are empty, cups are dry, your crew's loyalty is less certain by the day. Discipline for 25%? Well, I suppose that'll have to be it. Promise them if they cross you, they'll never see their homes again. Jeers. Take down that man's name, your first officer raps. The troublemaker who jeered you is hauled off into the brig. The crew wear the mullish expressions you know too well of sailors forced to obey, for now. 8 terror. I really do need to get them some food soon. A lot of food. Probably should have just not bothered with that gentleman's story. But I wanted to know so badly. Are any of you something... You have fuel efficiency. Sorry, miss, but you're being replaced. Need to preserve what I can. When I can. If I can. Oh dear. Godfall, you're my only hope. That was a silly decision. Silly decision. Again, we could use up some of the zoop, but I would really rather not. Not if we can avoid it, anyway. Yes, it's all safe on the Z. All is well, and all will be well. Truly. Okay. 4 barrels of fuel. We're gonna make it to Godfall. We're gonna hope that giving them the mushroom wine... Oh, that music. We're gonna hope that giving the mushroom wine to them will get us supplies somehow. By some chance. Oh, and the lights have to stay out again. We're being watched. But by whom? We are still cursed by, good old salt. Haven't seen anything come from that. And we have those nightmares that, again, we haven't seen any effect from. Yeah, 5 of them. Okay. Of wine. The throats of the brothers are dry. They'll pay for something to moisten them. But how much will they pay? 150 echoes. Okay. We have possible plans. Well, mostly echoes, but here's Carnate paper money, the whimpering coins of Polythreme, and a strange glass token that might be from far Irem. Donations, the abbot captain affirms. Pilgrims are generous. We'll talk to them of shouting, get our little port report. Now, again, you gentlemen don't have shops. Yes, of course not. It would be silly to think you did. We will... Oh, Pigmote Isle. Pigmotes, yes. They should have supplies or fuel for me. And if I recall correctly, at least under the little rats, they had supplies for sale. Or some sort of shop there. If we can get to Pigmote Isle, we can keep these echoes and both just generally resupply. I was going to say both get supplies and fuel, but I don't know if we only get one or the other. I don't really care which one. I just want one of them. Either one will do. Either one. As long as we get something. Yes, we're in the snares, I'm aware. Yep. There's Pigmote Isle. Terror is increasing at an alarming rate. I don't think we get to Visage. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Well... It's debatable. We'll see what our situation looks like after Pigmote Isle. Might just head back to London. Ooh, boy. Saint Haven, how you doing? Kingdom restored. Myrenia. Yes, I'm very well aware of you guys. Hello. We'll attend a banquet in our honor. How proud we are to be graced with your presence once more. Aha! Yes! Perfect. A Kavi orchestra assembles to regale you with an Albinoni oboe concerto. Les Sommes athletic cavies perform a complex display of Rodentine folk dancing. A 9-course banquet follows. To be honest, some of the courses are a little scanty, and nearly all of them are fish, but the cavies are justly proud of their cuisine. Food's good, Captain, the bosun announces in a tone of pleased surprise. The seneschal rolls a weary eye. Just because we don't take the unexpurgated gazette out here, he growls, we're not barbarians. I think that was the most difficult to read sentence I have had yet. Albinoni oboe concerto and lissum athletic cavies? Oof. Let's have a brief word with the seneschal on the matters of the island and the ships that pass. Honestly, one cavy looks very much like another, but perhaps this will be of interest to someone. And shops? No shops. Well, this has been quite the trip. Thank you for your time, and we shall see you all soon.